You're on.
Okay, so here is your industrial microwave. This is different than your home microwave. Why? Because it has a lot more wattage and it's going to cook a lot quicker. So for something as our 2 ounces of butter that you want to just lightly melt, you're going to put it in a microwave safe contraption, no metal. Okay, you put metal in here, it's going to start zapping and it could blow up the room. So avoid that. Alright, follow directions. Next up, these are numbered. 1, 10 seconds, 2 is the 20 seconds, and so on down the line. You don't want to put this in there for a minute. Start low, and you can always do intervals until it's completed. I'm going to start with 20 seconds. That should be efficient. I would like to do 15, so I'm going to stop it when there's 5 seconds remaining, just to check it, because butter, when it gets too hot, it blows up, and then we have a dirty microwave, and we want to keep our room as clean as possible. So make sure you stay on top of it. And 15 seconds was just perfect. Okay? We're going to put this into our wet ingredient bowl. Add this directly to here. Where is my spoon? Get it all in. That's all the tenderness. That's what the butter is going to do for your recipe. It's going to add tenderness and a little bit of flavor, richness. Okay. Next up, we're going to add our vanilla. Yum. Vanilla is an extract. It bakes off it has alcohol in it, not the alcohol that you're not allowed to have, but a good alcohol that bakes off when it's actually baking, and then it leaves a light vanilla taste behind. We use imitation vanilla. There's pure vanilla. It works pretty much the same, maybe a little bit of a flavor difference, but it does the same trick. Because it smells amazing, and a lot of students want to taste it. It's going to burn your tongue. So please do not do that. Use 1 teaspoon. I'm going to add, just measure it over another bowl so I don't get too much. Put it directly into there. And then I'm going to mix this together. Okay, so we have our dry, we have our wet. I'm going to set these aside because I'm going to prep our blueberries. Okay, now, the blueberries are just nice fresh blueberries. Okay, so compared to like when you go to the store and you buy a muffin mix, box mix, it has blueberries that are canned in a juice. The fresh, it's going to be a lot better, a lot more wholesome for you. And we need 5 ounces of blueberries, and I am going to use any contraption for holding them. Sometimes they sell directly 5 ounces in the store, so you may get one package that is equal, right, 5 ounces. This one is a lot more. So, because this was on sale. You're going to want to wash them. You can just directly put this under the sink using the same container. All the water is going to come off. Just want a quick rinse. You don't want to scrub it. Okay? And I've already washed them. So let's recap. And I'm using ounces, so it's already in ounces, so I'm good to go. But when I put my contraption on, it's 14 ounces, a little over. So I'm going to zero it out. And I'm going to start putting my blueberries in, and I need 5 ounces, so I'm going to do a little, let it wait so it levels out, a little over 3. Perfect, so that's our 5 ounces. Okay, so that's our, next up, we're going to do our lemon zest. I'm going to put the lemon zest directly onto the blueberries. Now, lemon zest comes from a fresh lemon. You want to take the tag off. Wipe your lemon off. You don't have to necessarily wash it, but you could. It's not going to hurt it. And then you're going to take a zester, and you're just going to go back and forth to get your lemon zest. You want to get as much lemon zest off of one lemon as possible. You can go up here, down here. You can keep going even when it's to the white. You want to pretty much go to the flesh of the fruit. So you're not wasting any of this lemon. So we use lemon zest a lot. Okay, so see, I go to the flesh. So this is still good. If you have a lot of zest left, give it to your teacher, because other classes can use. I'm just gonna get it all off. And then our recipe calls for 1 tablespoon. So I'm just gonna kind of pack that in. Put it right into the blueberries. Okay, move our stuff away. So now I have my dry, my wet, my top, or my filling, and now I'm going to do a topping. And this is going to be the most scrumptious little crispy topping that you can put onto your blueberries. Just a little blueberry muffin can add a little extra something to it. So in here for your topping, you're going to combine 1/3 cup of sugar. And you can just use dry measuring cup, and then 1 1/2 teaspoons of your lemon zest. So you're going to keep zesting in addition to this for the inside. So 1 1/2 teaspoons. Just going to put it directly in there. And again, this is going to be your topping. So you put this on once the batter is in the muffin liners. Okay. And then I'm going to mix this up. I'm just going to use this. And what's going to happen is the zest is wet, so it's going to clump to the sugar is going to clump right to the lemon zest, and it's going to flavor the sugar. So essentially, you're just flavoring up your sugar. So it will turn like a light yellow color. Just like so. Okay, we're good to go. Now we're going to combine to make our batter. I am going to use a rubber scraper, which I'm going to go and get. Alright, so we have our dry ingredients liquid. What you're going to do is you're going to form a little well in the center. This is the muffin method, so liquid to dry. And you're going to start mixing. Let's get all this stuff out of there. And then you're just going to mix it together until you see no more dry. You don't want to over mix it, or what will happen is your finished product will have what's called tunneling, which is large circles when you bite into the muffin or cut it open because you over mixed it. So it's normal for this batter to be somewhat lumpy. See how right now I'm not done because I still have the white chunks, okay, that you can visibly see is dry. And we are good. You're going to mix this by hand rather than in the mixer because you want those lumps. Okay? So now we have our batter. We're going to add in our blueberries. Now with this, put some in. I'm going to dump them all in. That has our lemon zest in it also. You're going to fold. If I went to mix, 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 my blueberries are going to break up and they're going to bust open before I even bake it. And you don't want that to happen. You want them to keep full in contact. So I'm going to fold, okay? To fold means to take your rubber scraper and go around the side just to gently incorporate these, okay? You do this whenever you add in any like fresh fruit to any type of batter, to even chocolate chips and whatnot. Just gently fold, okay? So now we're completely all measured up, okay? Now I'm going to add them, my finished batter, to my muffin pan. Now I've already lined this with muffin liners, okay? Each recipe, each pair will get to make 12, and then you'll get to split these up, okay? So I have equal distribution of my muffin batter. I'm going to use a portion scoop. I have not grabbed my portion scoop, so I'm going to go grab. I am going to be using our portion scoop. Remember, this is also called a disher. It's like an ice cream scoop. It just makes for even distribution of your muffin batter. If you don't have one of these at home, or you only have so many of these in class, you could also use a dry measuring cup, like the 1/4 cup would probably be efficient, 1/4 to 1/3, okay? So what you're going to do, just going to get an equal amount of batter, and you're just going to scoop it right into your muffin liners. Avoid getting it on the metal. If you do, you're going to want to clean it off before baking because it will bake on and it's hard to, like I just did. I'm holding this. Okay, so now I've put all our batter equally into our muffin liners, and I've started topping with our lemon sugar mixture. To do this, you just want to sprinkle directly onto the wet part, just for even distribution, until you use up all of your sugar. What's going to happen is it's going to melt onto your muffin, and it will have like a crispy little topping to it. And it just adds a nice little flavor and sweetness to your muffin. So it's more of a complete muffin rather than just the plain. Okay, just like so. Then you are going to put into your oven, and you are going to bake this for about 18 minutes, give or take a little bit, and then we'll take it out, put the toothpick in to make sure the center's done, and then you'll get to eat. I'll show you our finished product when it's done. Thank you.